Hello and welcome to the project demo for Poodle Scheduler, a website that I made for my CSI 3150 Web and Mobile Systems class. This is a look at the Visual Studio project. I labeled all of my folders. This is all the CSS files, the JavaScript, and the media, which contains images and videos, which are only used in the slideshow, and then the pages, with the index being in front of all of them. So this is a look at one of the month's code, for this example, November. Poodle Scheduler also takes you to the home, but there is a drop-down for a home page and also the Poodle slideshow, as well as the different reminder-based buttons, a create reminder and a drop-down with delete reminder for one and multiple. These are the different input fields for if you click add a reminder or delete a reminder, etc. And then for the calendar, this is what we use to use a table head and table row and etc. Specifically for November, there was an extra week at the end where it's just 7 days of December. So this calendar is a week shorter than the other ones, but still contains every single day in November. And as you can see, I used a span and kept track of the IDs, which we'll see in the JavaScript file. This is the JavaScript file for November. The important things to take note of is I'm creating a variable for every single day, a recent reminder, and a count of how many reminders were set for every single day, which will be used later on in the code. I am also setting and creating values for every single button that I'm using. This is the function for the add event listener on a click for the create a reminder button. There's not much to it. We're hiding the other input fields from the two deletes while showing the input field for input a reminder. And in case they try to click multiple at once, we're making sure that they're not allowed to, while also hiding everything again and resetting it basically. At the end of the create a reminder input field, there is the done button so that the user can submit their changes, which here we're checking if it's valid. If they're trying to add too many reminders at once to the same day, the calendar will stretch, which we're trying to avoid. On top of that, we're adding the count to make sure that we can accurately keep track of how many reminders are set for each day. And in case the reminder content isn't valid, which means that they didn't input anything, we're stopping them from adding the reminder whatsoever and telling them they need to include a reminder. If it is valid, we're setting the recent reminder to what was just inputted, while also logging what's inputted and adding it to the calendar, while also notifying the user that the reminder has been created. For the delete all reminders, we have a little bit different of a return field where we're telling the user that on this specific month and this specific day, all the reminders have been removed based on what the user inputs themselves. Once the nested if statements are done checking, we will reach the bottom, which will hide the input field for the delete reminder, and all the changes will be made and be visible on the calendar. Now let's look at the website itself. Before we get into the website itself, I do have the flowchart diagram that I created for it. This was my first attempt at creating a flowchart, so it is a little convoluted and all over the place, but the basis is I do have the homepage, the different months, October, November, December, and the puppy slideshow page. Each month page has a logo, the navigation, the calendar, and then of course the most important parts, create a reminder, delete a reminder, which they both have their own checks and everything that's all listed on this page. Now if we're looking at the page itself, this is my home page where I gave a little about me, why I did this project, my GitHub repository if you want to look at it, why I chose a poodle, albeit Mia, my dog, is a Bolognese. And then there are the different months, but first we will go to the puppy slideshow. This one, it's pretty simplistic. I did this for fun. There is the home button, there's the keep track of every single image, and it's just a slideshow. Sometimes there's a caption, sometimes I didn't think it was appropriate. I did intermingle some landscape shots since I'm very passionate about it as well. But yeah, there's not much more to this. So let's go to October. This is what the calendar looks like with the next month, which is fast travel for going between each month. The drop down at the header for homepage and Poodle, create a reminder, and the drop down for delete a reminder. All right, let's create a reminder. So the input field here will be shown It is only limited to the current month that you are looking at. I didn't really want to have to deal with allowing the user to create reminders for pages that aren't being shown, albeit definitely possible. So let's create a reminder for Halloween, let's say. We need to stock up on candy because we need to give candy to the kids. It tells you your reminder has been created while also wishing you a happy Halloween. While it may be inconvenient, the reminder is not displayed on the page until you hover over the day you set the reminder. And in case you notice, we did not input a period when we are setting our reminder, but it automatically gives us one. Just as a quick check, let's say we want to delete the most recent reminder that we just set, but also accidentally or purposefully clicked create a reminder as well. It does tell you, as we saw in the code, please only select one operation, and it resets everything. But let's delete the reminder we created. Another test, just some random day. Hey, this day does not have a reminder. But when we choose the correct day, it tells us that's deleted, and lo and behold, it is deleted. So let's just put that reminder same twice. We will see it stacks with a space in between it. And when we want to delete multiple, we click that same day, and they're all gone. Keep in mind, it does again tell you the date and the month. And that is the end of this demo for Poodle Scheduler. Thank you for watching.